Okay, everybody, I'm back. It took me a few more minutes than I thought it would. But I am back and I am trying to make sure I am live on the right spot. So this is part 2 of today's catalog kickoff. So hopefully you have found me again. I'm going to give it a minute for people to find me. I'm going to share it in a couple places. And you are definitely welcome to share as well if you would like. Yeah, so you're welcome to share the video, and that's going to get you in the door prize for the catalog kickoff party today. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to talk and do it at the same time. So hello, somebody's back. And yep, my phone, I couldn't get it to do the wide view, so I was giving myself extra time to do that. Plus, I still hadn't really, finished my coffee yet. Still haven't finished my first cup of coffee. That's right. I'm still working on, or my second cup of coffee. I did not make a third. I'm stopping at 2 today. All right, I'm going to share it one more place. And then we will get started stamping. I did forget one more sample, so I'm going to show you that before I start the stamping. And that'll give me some time also to basically get people on here and get people back to the video. So hopefully everybody's finding me, and I'm trying to see my video feed in front of me. So give me just a second and we'll get started again and wrap up probably in about 30 minutes. I think I'll be done by noon. So hopefully you've had a nice leisurely morning. Maybe you're working on something and just kind of listening in and taking a peek when you have a moment. Or maybe you're stamping. I thought it was going to be a rainy day today here, and it's rained some and it's kind of gray out, but it's definitely not like the full-on rain I thought it was going to be. So all right, so I see a couple people are on here, so make sure you give me a little hey or something so I know you're watching. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. I see that you are there. I have no idea what my phone is doing, but I see if some of you are joining back. So I'm going to wrap up my catalog kickoff party now with some stamping. I did forget to show you one sample because I had so many things covering this desk as I was going through, so I kind of reset that on my little break. And so I discovered one sample I didn't show you that I really want to. So I'm going to show you that before I get going on the stamping part, which will be in just a second. Getting a couple more notifications. All right, so the door prize. Just a reminder that if you want in the drawing for the door prizes, you have a couple options to enter, and the more ways you do it, the more entries you'll get. But if you share this video or event, there's 2 videos now. There's a tour video, and now we're going to be the stamping video for the catalog kickoff. Share either of those. If you share both, then you get an extra door prize ticket for that. If you complete my Google Doc door prize form, which just requires your name and email, that will get you an entry. And then if you tag someone in either of the videos for the catalog kickoff, the one earlier with the tour or this one here with the stamping, and you can do it during the replay as long as you do it by Monday night. Anytime between now and Monday night, do any of those things. For everything you do, I'm going to kind of keep track. If you did share the video, make sure you let me know. Thank you, Sherry, like you just did. Sherry, thank you, liked and shared. Because if sometimes, depending on how your profile is set up on Facebook, I can't see who has shared it. I can just see people shared it, just as a generic. But if your profile is set up a certain way, I can see your name. So just let me know. I trust that you're doing it, and I thank you very much for doing it, for sharing the video. So that's definitely either this video or the catalog tour video, either one, for today's event. As long as you do it by Monday night, you'll be entered into the drawing. And the drawing for the door prize, I'm going to have multiple door prizes, so at least 2, maybe up to 4, depending on how many people enter. But I want to try and give away some fun stuff. But I'm giving away a sampling of this new pattern party pack of designer series paper. This is a host exclusive, so only those that get these through Stampin' Rewards will get this, can get this with their Stampin' Rewards. You can't buy this paper outright. But I had multiple samples in my catalog tour, and then I had this one as well. This is the paper that they use. They use this floral one, and then this striped one, and then they added some stitched die cut flowers and that greeting, which I believe is from the pansy set. So just a really fun, colorful sample there featuring that paper. So you will get, the door prize winners will get a sampling of this designer paper as the door prizes. So I will do the drawings and release those names on Monday. And so that's a fun little door prize. So hopefully you are entering my door prizes. Okay. So that's all I wanted to show you there. And then I did want to mention, as we get started stamping, that for today's catalog kickoff, I am pairing this kind of with my May online workshop because they kind of fall on the same time period. So between now and May 31st, if you place an online order with me, or if you need to order directly through me, you're welcome to PM me or message me. Some of you have my phone number. You can text me. Our online order, if you place a $35 order or more, you're going to get your In Color Bookmark, and it will be the pieces and parts, and then you would assemble it. I'll tell you what to do. And then you're going to get 4 card packets. Now these are the cards I did on Tuesday night on my online workshop, so you would also get them for today's order as well. So, but you'll use this hostess code if you're going to order online, and this is one of the card packets you'll get, so you'll get all the pieces and parts. It will not be stamped, so you would need to provide your own stamp and ink, but of course you could find something if you have a stash of stamps. So this is one of the cards. This is another one of the cards you would get. Again, all the pieces and parts, and you would need to add your stamped images. And where something like this, where it has like something that's got to be stamped and die cut, you're going to get a piece of white paper that you could either stamp if you have this stamp set, which is the Color and Contour, the new stamp set. You could use that one or something else you have. You're going to get a card packet to make this card. Again, if you don't have the particular stamps, this is the hand-pinned stamp set. You could substitute whatever you have. And then this is the last one, same thing. It's featuring the hand-pinned stamp set, but then some of the pansy paper and some of the little bling. So a $35 order is going to get you the card packets for all 4 of these cards, plus your In Color Bookmark. And if you do a $50 order or more, you're going to also get to choose a full pack, brand new, of either the Genial Gems or the Elegant Faceted Gems. So lots of choices, lots of ways to get some fun stuff, a little package in the mail from me. And again, you can either order online directly through tanyareed.stampinup.net and use this host code M4B9EVZD by Monday night, or you can reach out to me if you need help ordering. I am more than happy to help you order if you're not comfortable ordering online. So lots of choices there with today's catalog kickoff, and it also is paired with my online workshop. Okay, so I will highlight that one more time before we close out today. And just don't forget to share, and also make sure you get all your entries in for the door prize form so that you can get your chance to win some of that DSP. Okay, so this first card I'm going to do, I am keeping these real quick and simple, but we're going to be featuring the Beauty of Friendship stamp set. I'm just using the stamp You Truly Inspire Me, but I am featuring the Designer Series paper. So this is one of the pieces of that paper that comes with this suite of products. So I'm going to be using this piece and some coordinating cardstock. So this is Mary Merlot. Hi again. Hi, Tracy. Some basic white. I'm going to use some linen thread. So this is not a new product, but this is a great embellishment ribbon to have, trim to have on hand, because it can go with so many different things. And then I'm going to have you decide, should I use the champagne rhinestones or the holiday rhinestones? Now again, I'm pairing it with these colors, the Mary Merlot and the Designer Series paper. That's part of this Beauty of Friendship suite, Beauty of the Earth. So you tell me, do you prefer the holiday rhinestones with this or the champagne? So I'm taking a vote so that when I go to put the bling on at the end, I have some votes. So you guys decide champagne or holiday rhinestones. Again, not a huge deal, but some different colors there to provide a little bling at the end. So we'll get to that in a moment. And this card was a card that I got in one of my swaps. Again, if you missed the catalog tour video, that is already loaded into the page for the Sweet Tea Stampin' spot. So you can go back and watch that. It's a little bit over, about almost an hour and a half, I think, of the catalog tour. So I show you tons of samples. I see some votes coming in. Thank you, thank you. I show you lots of samples in that. And then from my Maui swaps and also from my swaps that were from a mail-away swap that I did beforehand. So hopefully you can get a lot of good ideas and inspiration from that. All right, so this one is inspired by a swap I got ahead of the Maui trip. So, all right, we got a couple for the holidays and one for the champagne so far. All right, well, let's keep this very simple. I'm going to take my Mary Merlot. I didn't get all my tools in close range. I have to kind of reach across. And then we're going to take this DSP, and I've just cut it down to 4 across by 5 1/4. And so super easy there, just a layering and really featuring that paper. Let me get some adhesive. Adhere that down. So what I will tell you is in between, I had to go like check on my kids. My husband's at work today. He doesn't normally work on Saturdays, but about every 5th Saturday he has to work. So of course, when we get back from Maui, we go straight into it from Monday afternoon after flying a red eye and 6-hour time change. So it's been a rough week and we just really want to sleep in tomorrow. That's our goal tomorrow, is to sleep in. And so I said, well, if you're going to go to work, I'm going to go to work. So I decided to do today's catalog kickoff. I'd kind of had it in the back of my head. Vicki can attest to that. But I really was like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think I kind of pulled it off and made it work today. And I hope you've enjoyed today's catalog kickoff and enjoyed all the samples and a little bit of stamping at the end here. So, all right. So that, I mean, that looks pretty just by itself. I think I just like that all by itself, but we need to add a little greeting to it. So I'm going to take a piece of basic white. I've just got a scrap piece here, so it's about 1.5 inches wide, but I didn't really measure it. It's literally just pulled out of the packet of basic white. I'm going to take my Mary Merlot ink and that stamp from the stamp set. You truly inspire me there. And I'm just going to stamp it on the end here. And then I'm going to take one of my label punches and punch that out. So far, we've gotten 2 votes for the holidays and 1 for the champagne. So I know there's at least 4 people watching. So it looks like it anyway. So if anybody else wants to vote, either the champagne rhinestones to bling it out or the holiday rhinestones. That's your choice. All right. So we're going to take this punch. This is kind of like a dog tag-ish kind of punch. Can't remember the name of it right now, but this is in the regular catalog, not the mini, so it's been around a while. And so it's kind of a punch, standalone punch, but it's a good one for a lot of greetings. And you can do a little slot for ribbon or a little hole for ribbon with this, or use those on other punches. I also used it the other night on my card, so it's also on You're Absolutely Amazing on this card here, which is one of the ones you can get with your order. Ooh, Sherry does votes for champagne. All right, so now we have a tie. We have 2 for champagne and 2 for holidays. All right, is there a 5th person that can vote? Because we're almost ready to put them on. So I'm going to take some dimensionals and pop this on. Let's see if we get another vote for one of those. I'm going to just take a couple dimensionals and pop that on. Here, somewhere about right there. Oh, Tracy voted holiday again. Now you're asking me to keep up with who's voted and who's voted more than once. Y'all are hilarious. I'm hilarious, right? I think it's still lack of sleep. So I'm going to take the linen thread and I'm going to kind of triple it up about 8 inches. I hear you. trying to keep me on my toes. So I'm going to do about 3 8-inch pieces worth. I'm just totally eyeballing this. And then I'm going to make a bow out of this. Again, love doing this on camera. So it's like multiple layers of the linen thread, and then I have to figure out which ones to cut to make tails. So I think it's these here. So let me go ahead and cut that. And then cut this, and then I'll kind of tighten up my bow. And then we'll put that down on the card. All right, hopefully you have got some plans. Your kitty Lucy also says holiday. Okay, that's an official vote. You've got someone watching with you who's voting. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for the humor. Thank you for the laugh. So I kind of did 3 little layers of the linen thread there to make a nice full bow, because the linen thread can get very spindly. So it's fun to kind of layer it together sometimes. And then I'm just going to trim up those tails a little bit. Then I'm going to grab a couple of glue dots. Somewhere in my pile over here is some glue dots. There we go. So let's get a couple of those on the back of this knot. Just using some leftover glue dots from my paper pumpkin. So don't forget to enter into the door prizes. Share the video, which I know some of you have. I put a comment on the tour video that if you shared it, I can't always see that you shared it. So just make sure you say, hey, I shared it. I will trust that you did, like Sherry did earlier in this thread. Just tell me you shared it so that I don't forget to get your name in for that. And then if you tag someone in the video, like you could tag your Stampin' buddies, you could tag friends that you think might like to stamp, or things like that. Tag them in the video, and then of course filling out my door prize form. That would be awesome. Okay, and you're going to get to win some of the new Pattern Party Designer Series paper, an assortment of that. All right, so liked and shared. Thank you, Tracy. All right, so we've got more for the holiday because of Lucy than champagne. So I am going to go with the holiday. Holiday wins it today. And, you know, some of these colors aren't exactly the same, but, you know, this almost looks like cherry. Of course, this is like a Merlot or Cajun in there. And then you've got this goldish color and then the blues. So I'm going to do an assortment. Put a couple on here. The ink color is Mary Merlot, and so is the designer series paper. Now, I mean, not the designer series paper, but the, you know, cardstock, that's the word. I should have cut, but I did not, a piece of white, basic white, to go on the inside, because this is kind of dark, so don't forget to do that. I just forgot. I thought it in my head, but never got it on my, never got to it while I was prepping and stuff, so we will just go with this. So I think I'm going to stick one of the blue ones, because that seems to be a popular one. I'm going to stick one of those right there. And then I'm going to stick maybe one of the reddish cherry cobbler ones up here, and one of the gold ones, which is kind of like the champagne-ish, up there as well. So there's kind of like 3 blingy blings. Or should I? Yeah, I'll do it up here. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Super simple stamping. But really featuring that paper, which is gorgeous. A little greeting, some linen, and a couple blings. And if you're a stamper, you probably have all of these things. Even if you don't have this stamp set or this particular paper, you could literally recreate this with a multitude of stamp set options and paper options. Just get your colors from the paper and go from there. Yay! Fun. Okay. Next one. This one is going to feature in colors. So let me clear this out of the way. And it's going to be featuring, it's not really going to feature the stamp set, because I'm not even using any of the stamps in specifically. I may stamp a greeting on the inside, but most of you know I just came home from Maui. Some of you may not know that, but I did. and we came home Monday, and it's been crazy ever since. And I'm so thankful that we have both Sunday and Monday to do nothing this weekend. Thankful for that holiday, an extra day off. So I wanted to keep the aloha spirit alive and share a little card featuring some of the pieces and parts from this die set. So I am going to take the the note card size cards. So these are available in the basic white. And then there's always a coordinating envelope. And these are just fun little cards to have. So you've got, it's 3.5 by 5. And then the little envelope to match. I may stamp something on this, so we'll put that to the side. In fact, I'm looking at the stamp set thinking I should totally decorate that envelope. And I will. And then I'm going to take a 1/2 inch strip of all of the new In Colors. So I've got 5 of them. And I've cut them to 5 inches long and a 1/2 inch. Some of them were already strips that I had tucked away in the paper packs in the cardstock. So basically they are just little strips. And so I am going to, and so that would be, if there's 5 of them at 1/2 inch, math lady, that would be 2.5 inches worth of, so you're gonna have about a 1/2 inch gap on either side. So what I like to do is lay out the way the colors are. And I think I want the pink in the middle before I start adhering them down. Do we like that? I think I do. I think I like the dark at the bottom. And I'm going to have about a 1/2 inch at the top and the bottom. So I'm just winging this because I don't have a sample actually made. Bear with me. Did I fold this right? I have a little bit off, I feel like. So let me see if I can crease it a little bit straighter. These are pre-scored from Stampin' Up, so sometimes you might have to like really crease it with the bone folder. All right, so I'm gonna do, actually I don't want to do the dark one at the bottom. I think I want to do the purple, the freesia at the bottom. Then maybe this one next. And the pink one in the middle. That's what I'm gonna do. And then the succulent, and then the pale papaya. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me slide these out of the way and start adhering them. And I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal. Just putting a little bit on this all the way across. And I'm gonna leave about a 1/2 inch gap at the bottom. And again, I'm just eyeballing this. If I actually had grid paper close by, I would measure, but I'm good. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just gonna do that there. Then the Evening Evergreen. When we have a new set of In Colors, I try and say the names as much as possible so that I get them in my head and know what the color names are, because it's always 5 new colors to learn every year. Next is the Polished Pink, which this color is really growing on me. I'm not a huge pink fan. I'm more of a purple girl, and then greens, but this pink is fun. So I'm just stacking these together. Got 2 more to go, and then we're gonna do the Soft Succulent. Like, this is one of my favorite colors. And then at the top is going to be Pale Papaya. So if you're joining me and watching this on a replay, just a little recap, you can still enter to win the door prizes even on the replay. Just share the video or tag somebody. So it's not perfectly straight, but it's good enough. And I've got not quite a 1/2 inch on either side, but close enough. Then I've already die cut out in black the palm trees that coordinate this die set, that coordinates with the In the Tropics die set and Timeless Tropical. Again, not a brand new set, however, one of my faves. And I'm gonna just adhere that right there. And I'm just gonna use some Stampin' Seal on the top there. And I might stick a glue dot or 2 on the tree trunk areas. I saw so many different palm trees in Maui. Oh my gosh, I knew there was a bunch of different varieties, but I also saw pineapples growing, mangoes growing, guava in the wild, or some of them were in some of the gardens and stuff. So sticking that right on top of there, flat, with some seal and a couple of glue dots. And then I've cut out the Aloha in the polished pink. And I've cut it out with the die set in the Tropics. And then I also used the adhesive sheets to make it a sticker, because this is so tiny. The adhesive sheets make it so easy to just peel apart and then stick this right on your card. So don't forget about those little gems. You get a ton of it for like 10 bucks. It's in the regular catalog on the adhesive page. What page is the adhesives? 167. Have I memorized it yet? Page 167. Is someone check me on that who's got their catalog handy. I think page 167 is the adhesives, and now I can't get it apart because I should put my glasses on my face, right? Not on my head. That might be helpful. There we go. So I'm going to peel this off, and that makes the word Aloha a little sticker versus having to use glue on this. And then I'm going to stick that right. Oh my gosh, this turned out so cute. It was in my head, and I'm like, I can make this. I can make this on the fly. I don't need to have a sample ahead of time. But look at that. How cute is that? I mean, seriously, page 167. I am right. How cute is that? I'm impressed with myself. All right, now I do want to add a little stamping. So what I'm going to do is take the polished pink, because like I said, this color is really growing on me, and we kind of did the word there. And I'm going to use the Plumeria stamp. Again, saw these everywhere, growing on the trees, naturally, of course, all the gardens. The smell of them, as often as I could, I stopped to smell the beautiful flowers, saw, oh my gosh, it was just lovely. So I'm going to take this and stamp it on the inside and then also on the envelope. So let me grab that stamp and some ink, a block. And then I've already got the polished pink ink. I am going to tone it down. I don't really want it full strength. So let me grab some scrap paper. Y'all should literally see my space right this second. There is so much stuff here. All right, so we're gonna take the polished pink, ink this one up. We're gonna stamp this in the, we're gonna stamp it off first, and then stamp it in the corner. Oh, how sweet. And then we're gonna take and do it on our envelope. Stamp it off and stamp it on the corner to match inside the card. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sherry did the old catalog. You do have the new catalog, right, Sherry? I did give you one before you moved. I hope I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Don't let me not get you one, but look how cute. Okay. That's a winner. That's a keeper. So, look at that. It's 11:57. Perfect timing to wrap it up. So, the two sets today, Timeless Tropical, Beauty of Friendship, some quick cards, super easy but fun, different color schemes. You know, stamping is so much fun. I really have just been so inspired these last couple weeks. Really, I just thank you all for being part of my Stampin' family and my Stampin' life. And I can't wait to share more with you in the coming weeks. If you're interested, don't forget I have Stampin' Bingo coming up. It's a Zoom event on June 11th. I have, what else do I have going on? Oh my gosh, I have stuff in the studio. The next thing I have is Open Studio on the 2nd of June. I have my monthly card class on the 6th of June. My team meeting, big news there. If you're part of my Stampin' team, the Sweet Tea Stampers, or if not, and you're local to Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, we're having an in-person meeting / virtual meeting on June 9th. So our first gathering in person in well over a year, since March of 2020. So I'm super excited to see some faces and get some hugs. Of course, we will still be following guidelines per the facility. It's at a church in Virginia Beach. So that's the first time we'll be gathering in person, but we'll be Also doing it virtually so those that are not local can still participate, because I want all my team to be included, whether you're near or far. And yeah, so that's the things coming up. I also am planning to do another class to go in June. I didn't mention this earlier, but June's class to go will be featuring the Snailed It suite of products. So that is retiring at the end of June. So I want to use that suite of products one more time before it goes. So I'll be doing a class to go with that. So look for details coming up on that for June. And then in July, I'll be doing a class to go for oh my gosh, I totally blanked on the name. Vicki, you're going to have to throw me the name on there. But it's the potted plants and the macrame and that whole suite of products. Oh, I totally showed you the wrong one. This is the one. That was my inspiration. And here's ours with the extra little bling. So there we go. I hope you all have a great weekend. I will be posting up reminders about the ordering special, which of course is good until Monday. Including with a $35, you're going to get an In Color Bookmark, and you're also going to get card packets for these 4 cards, which I showed you a little bit earlier in this video. And then if you do a $50 order, you're going to get the card packets and the In Color Bookmark and your choice of one of these blings. So thank you all for joining me today, both the catalog tour video and the Let's Stamp catalog kickoff video. Feel free to share them, even if you're watching the replay. And as long as you do it by Monday night, I'm going to draw winners on Tuesday for the door prizes, which are going to be some of the Pattern Party Designer Series papers, which is Hostess exclusive. So have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.